It's time to start putting some upgrades onto the Scout. First up, we're going to add the wire cover to the front, right above the headlight. My second motorcycle was a 2016 Indian Scout 60 in pearl white, and I loved that motorcycle. And eventually I wanted something bigger, so I got the larger bikes. I got a Springfield and then a Challenger, and then I went electric. And recently I've wanted to get back to the more nimble Indian bike. So I've picked up this 2023 Indian Scout 60 just a couple of weeks ago. One of the first upgrades I made to my old Scout 60 was this wire cover here on the front to make the Indian Scout 60 a less expensive motorcycle than the full-size Scout, which is the same size bike. It just has a slightly larger engine and one more gear. They took away fifth gear and gave us sixth instead of fifth on this. But they don't have the wire cover here on the front, at least from 2016 to 2024. So on my ride home from picking this motorcycle up, I stopped at my local Indian dealership and ordered the part. I said, hey, I need the wire cover. I pointed at it. They pulled it up on their computer, said I needed to get a couple of Allen bolts, ordered them as well. And in a week's time, they arrived at my Indian dealership. So I'm going to unwrap them and get them installed and show you how that goes to kind of improve the look of the front end of this bike. To start off, I'm going to show you the parts and the part numbers that you need to order from Indian. First off, the wire cover itself. It says the part number right there. Hopefully you can see it. 5633260-658. This is the wire cover. I'll unwrap that in a second. And to mount it, you're going to need two of these. These are just little Allen bolts, and the part number is 751. Sorry, look at that framed up. Part number is 7517781. So the wire cover is just basically covered up in this bubble wrap that unwraps fairly easily. It's got the adhesive on the inside of it. And there it is. That is what it looks like, brand new out of the packaging. So when you purchase a Scout 60 without any upgrades, this is what it looks like in the front without the wire cover. You've got your brake line, your clutch cable, all of the other wiring that's in here. We're going to try to just tuck some of that in out of the way. And the wire cover is going to go right there to give it a cleaner look. So let's get it installed. Now this is something I don't remember on my old Scout 60, is this little hook that's holding the brake line out of the way, and it's bolted in the hole that the wire cover needs to bolt into. So this has got to go. In order to get my wrench in there, I'm going to have to get the brake line out and just push that up through the hook. And then it's going to take a 10mm socket that I'm going to have to turn the camera off to get that out, because the camera is where my hand needs to be. So sorry, you won't get to see that. And there we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the wire cover in and just kind of use it to hook in that brake line that I used to, that it was holding before. Line it up with the hole, and then with a 5mm Allen wrench, I'll start putting the screw in. So there's what it looks like installed. I had to start the Allen bolts by hand and then tighten them up with a different Allen wrench. My T-handle Allen wrenches did not work, and I did not run the brake cable through there because there's no space. So it's just going through here, covering the wires up, and it gives it a much cleaner look in the front. And that is the installation process for putting the wire cover on your Indian Scout 60. If you have an Indian Scout that's not the 60, you already have that. And if you have the Scout 60 Rogue, you've got the cowl in front, so you may not care. But on the Scout 60s, and I think even the bobbers from 2016 to 2024, they didn't come with that. If you bought one used that had it, that means the previous owner did what I just did. I gave you the part numbers earlier in the video. You can pick those up from your Indian dealer. I'm going to be doing some more mods to this bike here, so stay tuned. Subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.